Here we are at Strasburg. Welcome back to Jake's Trains. The train will be here any minute. It'll be here any minute, so I'm gonna go wait at the station. I'll see you then.
Civil War days. As we begin our journey, let's talk a little about where we're going and what we'll see. Wars are always fought in somebody's backyard. For most of our war between the states, Washington City itself. Foraged as they went for food, clothing, shoes, horses, firewood, and even silver and gold. Meanwhile, Union troops were trailing north at the double quick, spread thin across northern Virginia and western Maryland, searching frantically for Lee to intercept him before it was too late. And right in the very thick of the panic were the most prized possessions of all, the trains, the Local Coast engine of escape, and the invaders road to victory. On that road lay the crucial covered bridge across the Susquehanna River at Wrightsville and Columbia. If the locals could disable the bridge before Lee's vanguard reached it, The mile-wide river would force the Confederates
Jake, there's
to
the
abandon
portal.
their grand plan. History books tell us the region was turned, and the rebels did turn back. As Union forces began closing in, Lee regrouped his army at Strasburg crossroads town called Gettysburg, and collided there with the Federals on July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in a bloodbath that doomed the South's quest for independence. What if Lee had reached the bridge intact and continued his march east across Lancaster County? In that case, he might have been intercepted right here in the countryside between Strasburg, Paradise, and Lemongrass. To see for ourselves what that would look like, our trip today is taking us back in time to the very spots where the armies might have clashed. We'll see in Confederate gray General Early's 24th Virginia Infantry. And in Union Grove, we'll see under Lancaster's own John Reynolds, 16th Maine, the 142nd Pennsylvania, and the 6th New York.
Our soldiers in the field. Here you go, it's up there too.
Yeah.
Approaching from the north and Southerners from the south, think again. It often didn't work that way. Here, the Confederates approach from the west, and the Federals are defending from the east.
Yeah. They're coming.
For those of you familiar with the way things did turn out at Gettysburg and the mammoth dimensions of that clash, what we're watching now might seem like small potatoes. But may I remind you that the Battle of Gettysburg, though it quickly became huge, it started out small, dare I say tiny, just like we're watching now. The units we're watching engaging each other now are only the extreme advanced elements of the two armies rapidly approaching each other, but so far down the roads we can't see them yet here. But they're coming. While our reenactors today are, for safety's sake, obviously, they're firing only gunpowder blanks. In the events of the real thing back in 1863, they would have been firing at each other 58 caliber lead musket balls specifically designed with a conical head to spin tightly in the rifle moving down the barrels to give their bullets a deadly range and accuracy. A 58 caliber bullet, shall we say, is really big. It makes a hole going in that's no bigger than a bullet. But coming out of the man, it makes a hole the size of your fist. Modern battlefield medicine makes it possible in your 21st century to survive horrific battlefield injuries. However, in 1863, any man struck in the head or in the torso was pretty much a dead man. If these soldiers you're watching now seem to be taking their dear sweet time about it,
There's a big crowd coming in there.
they are. The soldiers that were in a race against time were the rest of their armies hurrying to come up and join into the action. These soldiers are playing a delaying action to buy time for the rest of their supporting forces to arrive. Lee's troops, the Confederates, are hurrying to clear the road to Philadelphia. Meanwhile, the Federals are stalling to allow the rest of Meade's forces to race here and block Lee from getting an open road. Beyond the horizon, in our fictional but highly believable scenario today, beyond the hills are racing to join these skirmishers 75,000 Confederates and a full 90,000 Union troops. These soldiers would have considered this wind a godsend. The bane of a Civil War soldier's existence was gunpowder smoke that would swirl and cloud and hover over the battle action, blinding them to the effect of their own firing. On a windy day today, those clouds of powder smoke are swept away, keeping the lines of sight clear. Perhaps you are as dismayed as I am to notice some curious civilians on the field entirely too close for safety's sake. Perhaps you recall the surprise civilians got 2 years ago at the First Battle of Manassas in 1861, when the battle action went in such an unforeseen way that civilian onlookers found themselves, before they knew it, between enemy lines. Hopefully, that startling tragedy does not develop here.
No, they have the drum back there.
That's the younger Confederate battle flag where they put the stars on. And a lot of their units carried that flag forever. I mean, they wouldn't take the stars anymore. The problem is that we confused them.
Oh, a whole bunch of people just died.
Yeah.
Because that was being a murder.
Jake hasn't got a picture of that.
You get somebody.
That Union
He's got a
frontal
picture of the
assault
front of the can yet. He's got him.
with tragic consequences we just witnessed. You might think that that kind of a charge is little short of madness. But it's worth remembering that the battlefield tactics used by both Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War had been developed 50 years earlier in the days of Napoleon the Great. And in those days, long arms, the muskets foot soldiers would have carried, again because of that gunpowder smoke, which on a still day would hover over your battle line after you volley fired. That's the rebel yell, if you've ever wondered what it sounds like.
No problem.
On a still day, when smoke obscured the fighting, that old-style shoulder-to-shoulder close-order drill for foot soldiers or infantry helped you keep from losing your place on the battlefield. Because you stood sometimes, when the battle action was the most confusing, actually touching the man's shoulder to your left and right.
Backside now. They're attacking over here, Jake. They got the can. We lost 2 soldiers there. She's filming. Well, she's controlling. She's controlling.
As we watch these Texans advance, you might be thinking, but I thought Lee's army was the Army of Northern Virginia. It was named that because of where it saw most of its action and where it was originally organized. However, it did include and even the Trans-Mississippi West. In those days, that was Texas.
Welcome back to Jake's Trains. That was a Civil War reenactment. Thanks for watching. Very interesting. Today they're doing a Civil War reenactment. I'm not very sure why, but it's very nice to see them do it. It's really good.
They were only concussed.
Huh?
No one died, they were only concussed.
That's it? It's all over? Oh no. Keep in mind, what we have just been watching is only the end of the very beginning. If you just heard some of the reenactors in a very toy-like sounding vibe, not nearly as loud as they were when they were engaging each other. That's because, much like the themselves, just like these here. You were counting those signals from the 1100s. I counted one loud horn coming from that black beast I still can't quite identify. But then I could have sworn I heard another one answering us beyond the hills to our south. Now back in the old days, there used to be a heavy rail line beyond those hills for the Lancaster, Oxford, and Southern. So very shortly, as we enter long curve, as our tracks bend around and bring us alongside what was in 1863 the main line of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and is in your 21st century the main line Keystone Corridor of Amtrak from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. Keep your eyes peeled as the train snaps on both sides of our train. And if amid all that greenery soon to envelop our train cars, if you see any patches of gray in among all that greenery, be sure to report your unwelcome guests very high to our rail line. But last we saw them, they were following us in this direction. Who's to say the rest of them aren't already waiting for us? Keep alert.
Thank you for watching Jake's Trains. So this is a great episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.